Avasha, and I lecture in the Unit for Academic Literacy, where I also coordinate the Humanities Writing Center.
And I am Hardus, a final year LLB student and the head consultant at the Humanities Writing Center.
The unit and the Writing Center are housed in what is known as the tallest and one of the oldest buildings on the campus, the Humanities Building, and one that you may already be familiar with.
We are here to tell you that your academic journey does not start alone. If you knock on our door, you are taking the first step towards your academic success.
But let's fast forward a bit then to this academic journey that you are embarking on, one that can be pretty daunting if you do not know what to expect.
As a fellow student, my advice would be that you plan well, manage your time, and take full advantage of all the resources and support available to you. And that, my fellow peers, is why we are here today, to introduce you to the Unit for Academic Literacy and the Writing Center, and perhaps to convince you to make effective use of both these support structures.
Because the reality is that the vocabulary, the reading and the writing you have to engage in as a university student is different to that which you have encountered before in your daily lives and back in high school.
The Unit for Academic Literacy and the Writing Center have been established to provide you with the academic literacy support that you need to be academically successful and be able to finish your degree on time.
But don't take our word for it. Let's hear from the academic literacy lecturers and the students who have taken our modules and used our Writing Center.
I'm Professor Pineteh Angu, lecturer and head of the Unit for Academic Literacy. Traditionally, when we speak of academic literacy, we immediately think of students' ability to read and write in an academic environment. But for me, academic literacy has transcended this narrow definition to mean the multiple and often diverse ways through which university students think, construct, and share knowledge in higher education. This, of course, includes being able to read a wide range of texts and write. Today, we do not speak of academic literacy, but academic literacies. A university student's academic journey is about engaging with different bodies of knowledge, interacting with peers and lecturers in and out of the classroom, as well as socializing with different cultures, while drawing on their unique ways of being, knowing, and doing. To accomplish all of this, he or she needs a solid academic literacies foundation, regardless of their discipline. The Unit for Academic Literacy and the Humanities Writing Center are strategically positioned to provide undergraduate and postgraduate students with such a foundation. That is why we offer both generic and discipline-specific courses to undergraduate students in 6 faculties: Humanities, EMS, NAS, IBIT, Theology, Health Sciences, and our Writing Center provides uninterrupted, individualized academic writing support in a hybrid mode to both undergraduate and postgraduate students.
Today, I'm privileged to be wearing 2 hats. One as a lecturer in the Unit for Academic Literacy and the other as a master's student who turned to the Writing Center for writing support, wearing my student hat now. After I realized that, although I have been writing letters to producers, the Agricultural Study Group, Telkom, and definitely to ESCOM for 30 years as a farmer's wife, I definitely could not remember how to write an academic text anymore. I was really despondent. For me, the Humanities Writing Center gave me back my self-confidence and proved to be a real lifesaver. Wearing my lecturer's hat now, I coordinate the academic literacy modules for the theology students as well as the construction economics students. I can attest to the fact that after a visit to the Writing Center, my students were able to structure their essays correctly. They also knew exactly which elements to include in the introduction, and their text read more clearly as they understood the concepts of coherence and cohesion. No more pebbles in their reader's shoes.
During your first year, academic reading and writing is a new concept and can be a challenge. The academic literacy module was fantastic in providing me with the skills and tools needed to tackle the reading of journal articles and to write as an academic. For example, they provided us with an outlay and explanation on how to structure a paragraph. Quite recently, I had used the framework for an argumentative essay to structure a presentation. The Writing Center is an additional advantageous tool which can be used for proofreading assignments. So this helped me greatly in correcting an essay as they had provided detailed feedback regarding the structure, tone, and grammar. Due to the beneficial impact of the Writing Center and the Academic Literacy module, I am now able to read an increased number of journal articles with understanding in a short period of time. Also, academic writing has become more enjoyable since I have learned these skills and the tools are now at my fingertips.
I've been with the Humanities Writing Center for over 2 years, and I believe that knowing how to articulate yourself and express your ideas in academic writing is one of the most valuable and important things. And the Humanities Writing Center has really helped me achieve this. Even throughout the pandemic, they provided me with valuable support, giving me feedback into assignments and teaching me writing skills that I would otherwise not have learnt.
Hi, my name is David Kabwa, a student studying my master's degree in diplomatic studies here at the University of Pretoria. In my first year of study, I took a module called ALL 110. With the support I received from the Humanities Writing Center, it absolutely changed my life. I was fortunate enough to serve as Prime Minister in the Commonwealth Youth Parliament, where I applied the skills that I learned every single day. I learned how to synthesize, I learned how to write academically, and this absolutely made a difference. I want to encourage you today. Realize we have the capacity and capability to loosen the shackles of mediocrity that have bound so many to complacency. So I want to encourage you, remember, the Humanities Writing Center is there to support you. So be the best, do your best, and apply with the best.
As you can see, the Unit for Academic Literacy and the Writing Center are valuable resources that you can turn to when you need reading and writing support.
If you haven't yet visited us, we invite you to do so. Pop into the 17th floor of the Humanities building and find out for yourself. That one visit may lead to a long and fruitful relationship with the unit and the Writing Center.